So writing that really kind of made me be like, like, wow, like life is worth living. And we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. Hey y'all, it's me, Fatima Fatimim or Fatimama. Thank you so much for watching my video right now. I really wanted to do this. It's about journaling. Not in like a Dear Diary kind of way, but in like a, hey, stuff is tough right now, my kid, kind of way. And allows you to leave it on the page and flip it literally into the next day and face whatever you need to face. Because right now, the state of the world is quite chaotic. Actually, it's a lot right now, man. Politically, climate-wise, like a lot of things are happening right now. Especially if you live in America. It just feels like when SpongeBob had all those mini SpongeBobs in his head and they were just running around and there's like a fire and it's like, there's a lot of hoopla going on. So I feel like if you don't do something for yourself in it right now, you will lose yourself. You will get caught up in it. And it's not to be like inner peace, nothing's happening kind of deal. It's not about ignoring what's happening, my kid, because it's impossible to ignore what's happening. I think it's more so about keeping your sanity, keeping yourself straight for reals, keeping yourself in a boat that's afloat. Keep rhyming. Oh my god. Just keeping yourself sane. And journaling has been so helpful for me right now. I journaled this really great entry last night, and I really noticed how much it made me feel like kind of thing. Like I just took a nice sip of cold water after a hot day. Let me actually show you my journal. Where is it? Yeah, it's this baby right here. I've been journaling well, I was gonna say like consistently for the last 2 years, but like I've been journaling for the last 6 years. My first journal actually is right here. Technically my first journal is right this baby right here. And I love how what it says, life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. I started in 2019, but then I got back into it in 2021. This one I just randomly did in 2020 during COVID. If you recall that huge pandemic that took over the world. And that's another point I wanted to make. I think after COVID, people kind of got disconnected from connecting with people, obviously, because we were forced to disconnect for, I mean, honestly, like a year and a half. I know in 2021, we were still wearing the N95s, a lot. And you know what I mean? Like 2020 was a really pivotal moment for people to kind of get in the mindset of, get away from me, from everything, and in a bubble kind of deal. And we're not Galinda. We're not supposed to be in a bubble. I really believe that. I think we're supposed to be connected as a community, as a human population, and as just people, like just as ourselves. We're supposed to be our authentic selves at all times. I will say this on a light note. I'm grateful that COVID kind of brought out the truth of it all. People were kind of like, I don't like this robotic system we're in, where we're just constantly like, hi, how are ya, and kind of on autopilot most of the time for money. COVID forced people to be like, wait, this doesn't make me happy. Wait, I like this, not that. I love doing art. I love being a part of this and this, and this journal really represents that realization for me. The journal I'm on right now represents a lot, bro. Like it really is like super helpful for me right now, and I really want to spread that message of doing that for yourself, because if you don't, I think the unconscious mind will kind of take over and you can get lost in it. You can get lost in the autopilotness again. And I feel like people have already been in that for so long because of what happened in 2020. A lot of studies are showing that basically 80% of the American population feels stuck, quote unquote, stuck right now. And it just deals with not kind of talking to yourself, like how can you know how to solve a problem with yourself if you don't talk to yourself, kind of deal. Like like let's get down to the nitty gritty kind of deal. And I feel like journaling gets down to the nitty gritty for sure. At least for me, last night I was kind of just talking in my journal about how, actually let me share. Let me have a little hello class. Let me have a little sharing moment. I'm not afraid of that at all, honestly. And I love drawing in it. I think that's another thing. It doesn't always have to be about words. It can, as long as it's about expressing yourself. That's what I really want to emphasize. Because look at this. Look at that. So look, I love this drawing I did. It focuses. I love this drawing, bro. My favorite animal is the panda, and I've always resonated with pandas. So when I draw a panda in my journal, it represents me. So, instead of just drawing like a bad bitch. I was just kind of talking about how I kind of felt stuck. Speaking on that 80% study, I feel like I've cared too much about what others think of me, and overthinking in general. Like I just overthink a lot naturally. I think a lot of people do naturally because of life. When I'm myself, when I'm my most authentic self, I really feel the most free, obviously. But in turn, I noticed it makes people around me in public, like in grocery stores, in the gym or whatever, kind of act different. I've noticed, like I it's not me being delulu either. Like I genuinely see people kind of like do that kind of stuff when I'm like just la la la, in my world type of deal, and not in like a egotistic way either, like you're in my way kind of deal. I'm very kind, I'm very polite, I'm very formal in things. Like I literally say pardon. I'm like, pardon me when I'm in grocery stores, because I'm always in grocery stores because I do Instacart. And I just wrote in here like how it made me kind of sad to think that some people aren't comfortable with people's comfortableness, people's authenticity sometimes. And I know it has, and this is it here, I know it has to do with their own doubts and criticism, sadly, like I used to be. It's easy to care too much, overthink, compare. Pero I really believe in myself now. I feel so free. The more I do good for myself, the more me I feel. I ran a 5K when I didn't even want to do 2 miles after running a 10K this Saturday. I pushed myself through, and I felt some of the pain I hadn't tapped into before. I really battled something in me to power through, but I really did it for me and no one else. I know that made God smile along with my angels and divine team, seeing me push hard past the darkness within me. It can be so strong sometimes, but my light always triumphs. So writing that really kind of made me be like, like, wow, like life is worth living. That's the song of the year, because it's really hard to have that mentality right now. Like life's worth living, life's worth to keep going, because obviously like the things happening in this world are really bad, bro. Like I shouldn't even be laughing, bro. But like obviously like in America, like as a Latina, the way I feel othered because of what's happening in the news, having people who are brown, Muslim, having people who have different backgrounds religiously, ethnically, and everything all around, like it's really hard to think about sometimes. And I think journaling has helped me a lot in navigating those feelings. I just think that right now there needs to be more focus on kind of understanding yourself better. And I think a lot of people don't know themselves fully, and that's why they are uncomfortable. So I think journaling is such a beautiful tool right now, to really harness a better, higher version of you. I was just reading this really cool article from, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna put a screenshot. I'm just gonna put a screenshot of the title of it and the publication of it. But it's a really cool study I just read, how visualization and journaling can manifest itself into your life in ways that can't be explained. I don't know if you're spiritual like I am, but I really believe in manifestation. I really believe in the power of visualization and journaling to elevate you into another space that you want to really be in, another version of yourself you want to become, leveling yourself up. And yeah, so I really think that journaling can and will change your life. This is your sign to journal, for real. Take it serious kind of deal. Like, make a contract with yourself. I love Kobe. There's a really cool documentary on HBO of Kobe Bryant that just came out, and a lot of his peers, a lot of his friends would say that he would make a contract with himself and say when he would do something, he'll do it, and signed it and everything. And I think for you, person watching, it would be really cool if you kind of make that contract with yourself, where you do something because you know it's going to better you, and you make that promise to yourself. You keep that promise for yourself and allow it to kind of let you go on a path that's just for you. Allows you to be truly understanding of you. Journaling in the morning before you start your day, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it will lead you on a beautiful, beautiful path. So whoever needs to hear this about journaling, if you've been thinking about it, if you've been thinking about visualization, and, you know, manifestation, and maybe taking it serious, I think journaling is going to be a wonderful tool in that. So yeah, I really wanted to just talk about that. But yeah, I have so many journals, bro. Like, it's kind of crazy. This one is kind of sad. Oh my god, look at that. Rest in peace. This one got ripped to pieces by my sister's dog. I left it very naively on the bed when I was watching him, and I went to the gym, came back, it was like this. I don't blame him. He was a puppy. It just was really painful. I took it everywhere with me. That's why it was there. But yeah, this one replaced it, I filled it up, which is cool. I think when that happened, it really was like a moment for me to be like, okay, I really do love journaling, and I really think that it's something that's helped me heal in a lot of ways. And when it got destroyed, it was very symbolic for me. Like, damn, like all the things I went through. That journal specifically was me being like, the trauma I've been through, you know, was really in it. And for it to get destroyed like that, it was kind of like, you know, I obviously sobbed, I cried, but I think it really symbolized something for me, like a change, like a turning point. And yeah, this one is now about like a lot of love. And it's so interesting how like a lot of these journals kind of match the vibe. I don't know. Costco is where I got the pink one from. But Amazon, I don't want to say Amazon, but you can get stuff on Amazon. Just, you know, find some journals at Barnes and Noble, you know, like go to little bookstores and find a little book. And actually, this one was a sketchbook. See, there's no lines in it. And yeah, I just filled that bit. Oh my god, I just opened it up and I found this. Oh my god, TBT. Anyway, yeah, it's just beautiful to look back to, and I really want to spread that message right now, because life is hard right now, and I want you to keep going. I want you to do things for yourself that will help you, and I think journaling will be a beautiful part of that growth. So thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to say that and share that, because last night was a great feeling. I went to bed like you know, and I want to have everybody feel that, even amongst the chaos, because when I tell you, when I overthink about the chaos going on right now in the world, it can get pretty heavy, you know. So yeah, it's good to have that balance, that yin yang, that balance, you know, harmony with yourself and the things you can't control and what you can control. Like, remember what you can and can't control, kind of deal. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember who you are. Remember your story. Nobody can take that away from you. God bless. Peace, love, and memes, my kid. Alrighty, thank you.